This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of the Andor episode announcement. And this is honestly one of the weakest one in terms of its connectivity, but still it's a really good episode where it is the only solo episode of the series, since everything else is connected to an arc and storyline. But with this is a transition between the Aldhani arc and the Narkina 5 arc, so that makes it great because those are two incredible arcs. With in terms of overall complete story, the Narkina 5 is definitely the best one. Well, I'd say my favorite episode overall is Rick's Road. I'd say that for its full storyline, the one of Narkina 5 is definitely my favorite, which I'll be going over next week. We'll also have to go through Rick's Road next week because I miscalculated. I thought Andor was a week later, and well, I thought I was going to be able to do one a week, but I'm going to do two next week. But yeah, honestly, I'm really excited to go and just continue on with season 2 because this has been a great season. It was really great to go and rewatch each of these episodes. And with announcement, it's a really solid one. It has, in its most interesting thing, we have Deidre being in the ISB and seeing the massive overreaction that the Empire is having, and that she realizes that this is the reaction that the rebels exactly want from it, for the Empire to go and overexpose itself so they can go and use that to recruit more people to their cause. We have Mon Mothma going to confront Luthen about everything, and while Luthen is at the first playing dumb, he admits it to her, and she is quite furious with him and says that she's already having her financial problems, and this is just going to make things worse. We also have her going and meeting for the first time with her old childhood friend Tay, and having him be let in on her actual thoughts on the Empire, which is honestly just makes it even better. I really love the character in there, and it just helps a lot with him to be in it, since he does serve as just such a different role, and is there to go and be alongside Mon, just trying to negotiate things in. It's honestly really great to see him in here, and keeps getting better and better throughout the season. Now, moving on to some of the other stuff that was great with this, I think that really, Cassian going back to Ferrex, seeing everything that happened because of him, being able to have that conversation with Bix before she is broken in the next episodes, and then also being able to go and see Marva it was honestly really nice. It was very well done. One of the best parts of it, and I really enjoyed it. I think that the conversation between Marva and Cassian, which is ultimately their final conversation together, was done well, as he is not really understanding why Marva wants to stay behind, although he eventually does by the end of the season when he joins up with Luthen. But the last conversation was great, and how there's a great irony of the way that Cassian made enough money to get Marva out is actually the actions are what caused her to want to stay and to be able to go and fight against the Empire. And honestly, it was just, as I said, really well done. It's just a really great arc and, well, transition arc episode, and just going through the episode, really everything it's really great. I am kind of forgetting what Cyril does in this episode. I don't think this is the one where he's brought in by Deidre to the ISB. I think this is the one where he interviews and gets the job where they say they're going to be looking past his record with everything that happened on Ferrex. So That sounds right. I'd have to remember because I was initially doing this right after watching it, but don't have too much time to do it after, and well, I have to get ready for my convention now, so I don't have the full time to go and just check the notes for it. But yeah, honestly, it's a good episode. I don't know, I'd say I don't know if I could say weakest of the season. I feel like it's weakest in just one term in terms of just it not having as much to it doesn't have as much to connect to within a greater storyline of a arc, but it does help as a great transition between two really great storylines. But yeah, honestly, really all I have to say is that I really enjoyed it, and I think that just a really great job was done with this episode. But yeah, next week you'll be seeing me look at both the Narkina 5 storyline and the Return to Ferrix one. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, as I said, I had to get ready for my convention, and that video that came out yesterday, it took a while to edit, so I probably should have done this before I was planning to do it. I just didn't get a chance and the time to do it until after I went and recorded that just really, really long review of the Shire. But yeah, I said I have my convention, so I'm recording this like literally right before I'm going to bed because that video took a while to make because I didn't expect it to be so long, and I also need to go and put that little section in. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.